Hey guys, so I had some questions on crossing feet and arm bars, and it's sort of a paradox because as beginners, I teach beginners not to. Later on, after your skills grow, you can do it. So I'm gonna show you a couple examples. We'll start out from guard. So if I'm doing an arm bar here, Blake, and I cross my feet, this gets really light. So go ahead, if he postures up, it's easy to lift my hips and start to escape. And even if his arm didn't leave the fulcrum point, he could probably pick me up. So here, instead of crossing your feet, you want to touch your heels towards the mat. And at that point, you can catch an arm bar with just 2 fingers, as opposed to crossing your feet and he postures up and you start losing your position. So putting your heels towards your butt at an angle. Let's do it this way one time. I want you to see this angle one time. It's not straight down. It's at an angle this way. See his posture break? Right here, there's still a chance if he's really strong. I'm glued to his elbow and I probably have the finish, but it's much safer to get your heels down, and it helps to change the position. So, real quick, actually, let's stay here. In this position, this is where it gets iffy. You can cross your feet here. I would not recommend it unless you are a higher level. But if you cross your feet, you do not put the top foot over. This is a mistake I see a lot. This has gotten really light for him, and he could start moving if he needed to at that time. If I am going to cross my feet, the south foot is going to be on top and allows me to control this shoulder. It stops his hitchhiker escape. And actually now we're here, I would pinch my knees together. If I'm crossing my feet, I flare my knees out. You see Ronda Rousey do this on all her arm bars, but that's a high level. It stops him from posturing up, but this is just fine too. Pinch your knees together, heels down. Spin around a little bit. Little bonus tip on this. If someone has a very flexible arm and they're not tapping from here, and you need to create a different fulcrum point, you can use your own fist to put under their elbow, and it creates a greater fulcrum point. So in general, you don't want to cross your feet on your arm bars, but as your skills grow, it's available.